MMA, the Amazing Beer Drinking Man, and today we're doing one of Sam Adams' long shot homebrew series winners. This is Derf's Secret Alt. Alt is actually short for alt beer. Alt beer is a German brown ale. They tend to be aged a little bit longer. Some people think the alt comes from that. Others think alt might come from one of the old German words for rising, which applies to the yeast. But anyway, this is one of Sam Adams. They have their homebrew contest every year. This is one of their winners this year, so it gets bottled and served. And I'm just going to go with it. This is from Fred Hessler. I guess he's actually a Sam Adams employee. And Fred wanted to go big or go home with his homebrew, so he decided to brew a secret Sticke Alt. Stick is just for strong. A full-bodied ale, has a big malty character, balanced by subtle orange and grapefruit notes from the hops. With a light amber color, this brew has a sweet finish. It is 9.3 ABV, so this is a big beer. Go ahead and give it a crack. As always, if you like the reviews, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on my website, www.amazingbeerdrinkingman.com. Leave some comments. We love comments, and we will always respond. There's one thing about beer, it's better when it's social. Wow, quite a lot of carbonation going on. Color-wise, I don't want to say ruby, but it's a dark brown, maybe just a reddish tinge. I don't know if we can see it on the camera. That a nice brown, solid brown head, and solid 2 fingers. We even have a little in the bottle, so. Which a lot of times with a 9% ABV, you don't get much head, so. Actually getting a lot of sweet fruit esters coming through. What did it say about grapefruit and subtle orange? And it definitely getting that sweet, almost like a dark cherry. I do smell the alcohol. Some malt. It smells an awful, quite a bit. I won't say it smells like a Imperial IPA. That's not really true. I'm not getting as much as pine resin, but some of that same aroma with the alcohol and the strong and a little bit of the grapefruit flavor coming through. Definitely a sweetness, an underlying sweetness that I don't get in an IPA. I'm actually a fan of alts, and you don't get a lot of them. A lot of craft brewers don't do it. Let's go ahead and give it a try. First and foremost, definitely alcohol. I'm even getting a warming right away. Yes, very strong alcohol. So you got a nice malty, rich flavor up front, which is a characteristic of an alt. And earlier I was talking about, oh, it smells like an Imperial IPA. There's really hardly any bitter at all. I'm not sure if there's even an IBU rating for this. I haven't really seen too much. But yeah, a little bit of bitter in the background. A little bit of that grapefruit, cherry flavor that I was talking about. I always think a high ABV beer is one of the hardest things to really get right. Sometimes the alcohol overpowers the beer, and I'm not a fan of that at all. That's one of my prejudices. I don't really like high alcohol beers when you can taste it. And I can definitely taste the alcohol in this one. It's for everything that's going on, or should be going on, it's a fairly bland beer. There's really nothing wrong with it, but it's definitely just, for my taste, it's just not a good fit for my taste. Actually, I don't think there's a lot of flavor to this beer. I think the alcohol is the predominant flavor. I don't like that in a beer. It's not a terrible beer. Yours might be different. I'm going to give it 2 caps out of 6. If I could finish it, I wouldn't go out of my way to order another one if I was at a bar. I would move on and try something different. I mean, the only thing I'm wondering is if, because this won the homebrew contest, so you got to wonder, did it not translate well to the bottle? That I'm not sure. I hate to really diss the guy. I'm sure he did a great job. But this particular batch, at least to me, is just overwhelmed by the alcohol and underwhelmed by the lack of flavor. We'll give it 2 caps out of 6. You try it. Let me know what you think. Maybe it's something different. Until next time, this is you. Okay, I did a second tasting of the Derf Secret Alt. I didn't want to trash it. First off, it's a homebrew recipe, and I know that Sam Adams put a lot into it, but I let it warm up. I thought maybe I had reviewed it too cold, but it's still just not a good beer.